If something happened to those people in Ogomosho, 1, 2, 3 or more killings, then something bad will happen. We are going to be appealing to you in the next few days again. We wrote you a letter in March.
Please, I beg you, let me explain myself very well and allow me to die before you talk of burying me. If you could remember, if you are following me too well, from 2023 Bola Ahmed Tinubu was sworn into office, I have been on top of my voice telling you guys that Bola Ahmed Tinubu have double L in his title, last president or life president. Okay, this is the prophecy of Nnamdi Kanu of old, and the prophecy that have been reformed by me. In other words, let me put it this way: the prophecy of Okute is about to happen. The voice you just finished here now, or rather, the voice I will allow you to hear it from beginning to the end. It's a voice of Yoruba elder who confirmed to the whole world that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the last president of the zoo. In other words, this man came out and tell us. In fact, he encouraged Biafrans. He told Biafrans, please, you people should go and arrange yourself because you are going home before the election of 2027. You may not believe it. To you, it may sound to you like a propaganda. But let me show you the picture of this man. Look at him very well. He's one of the elders of Afanifere. Afanifere is a stronghold of Yorubas as a whole. You will count Afanifere first before you begin to count Oduduwa. Before you begin to count, okay, Oduduwa is Afanifere. Afanifere is Oduduwa. Before you begin to count OPC, Ametako, and other things. Afanifere is just like Ohaneze Ndi Beribe. Despite the fact that Ohaneze is not living up to their standard because all of them have compromised. But Afanifere is just like Ohaneze. A one voice that speaks for the whole of Yorubas. And Yorubas believe on this Afanifere more than we, the Igbos, believed in Ohaneze. Because, one, Yorubas, no matter how bad they are, they can only sabotage you and betray you, but not their own. But our people will betray you, they will sabotage you. In fact, they will make sure that when they match you, you never rises. That is Ohaneze for you. Ohaneze have compromised. Ohaneze now is a political wing of APC and the government in place, or rather the government in power. So what am I trying to say here? My brothers and sisters, the prophecy of Bola Ahmed Tinubu being the last president of the zoo is about to manifest. Before the end of this year, just like as I said earlier on, that Biafra must be recognized before the end of 2026. This is the reality on ground. I don't care whether you believe in it or not. That is your own cup of tea. But let me not waste much of your time. Let's say time is money. We have a very big activity on our hand. In other words, this message is a very big one. A very big elephant in the house. I don't care how you see the message. But the most important thing there is that this message has been preached and it must circulate. Not under probability. No, it must circulate because this man said a lot of things that is going to enlighten your brain. And also, he said a lot of things that the one that's going to scatter your brain. This is the same man who came out to threaten the Igbos with war. That if Igbos vote against Bola Ahmed Tinubu, or if Igbos join hands with the North to remove Bola Ahmed Tinubu from office, that there's going to be another civil war between the Yorubas and the Igbos. This is the words of this man. I don't know whether he used that rhetoric on this interview or not. But let us just listen to him and then we'll come back here to discuss more. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos. I beg, if I have offended you in any way, I am sorry. Just forgive me. Because we are all sinners, including you that is blaming me. If he that without guilt should first of all cast the first spell on me, you cannot because you are a sinner too. Let's go there, please.
That please decentralize Nigeria. Let everybody go and manage his affairs.
Okay.
We are going to renew the pledge again that Nigeria cannot manage as one primary school with an headmaster. That is the mentality that we have now. An headmaster managing like village headmaster. Nigeria has been reduced to village headmaster of the TV series. A city, a place of guest house.
your assessment of President Tinubu's 3 years in office? May 29th, just about a week ago, made it 3 years exactly, he was sworn in the areas of insecurity, the economy, and democratic practices. Give us your general overview of his administration.
We were in error to assume that President Tinubu has some antidote, some strategy to fix Nigeria.
He had
some
nothing.
people had hopes. We never had, certainly. But it's clear now that he just came in, sleepwalked into the presidency. He had no defined strategy, just to occupy the office and exercise the powers of the office.
Only.
It turned out to be a transactional presidency. Anything goes. Reactionary, not in control of all the elements of governance of a country, a so-called country. We always say it's 200 million, 220 million, 250 million, 280 million. We don't know how many we are. That's even the source of the problem. They're just marooned. And he himself is going to France, going to look for investors when we cannot move into the country. Everything is just misdirected. And it's unfortunate that people around him have not told him that it's just on the wild goose chase, why the country is unraveled and the country is going under. Out of control. Absolutely.
How do you give us context? Let's take insecurity. Let's be focused, Doctor. Take insecurity, for instance. So much money. The defense and security sector has gotten the highest budgetary allocation, at least on paper, in the last maybe 10, 12 years. But then you see the military saying they don't really get what is budgeted is not actually released to them. There's a huge gap. But with the spate of killings, massacres all over this country, abductions, beheadings, whether in the northwest, northeast, southwest now, sir, discuss this insecurity pandemic and the Tinubu's administration's response to it, or a lack thereof.
Olem began with Obasanjo, who said Sharia would just be away. It didn't go away. It also started with Jonathan Dasuki. They shared all security money to people and millions of naira to all kinds of people. No accountability. That's the foundation of corruption, misapplication of funds, and profligacy. And when there is no sin, no accountability, everything now that is showing various symptoms.
Yeah.
So it's only a foolish person will not know that this thing started from Borno State, moved to Plateau, moved to Benue, moved to Niger, moved to Kwara, moved to Oyo, now in Ekiti, until it touches the ocean. The trajectory is clear, but our leaders are working on air.
Yeah.
They just assure bandits will be defeated. They just talk. And they are busy sharing money, applying contracts, and just plundering the states. There is no seriousness of purpose.
No seriousness of
purpose. He said, never again. He said, you have only 10 minutes to stay in the airport. He said, never again will anybody be killed. The following week, people were killed in Plateau.
And he does nothing.
But they said that time, the Plateau incident in December. We are now in June. What is the weight of a presidential utterance?
Okay.
Do you just speak in vain when you have no strategy?
Okay.
You have no effort to deliver positive outcome. It's just public statement.
Rhetoric.
Public statement. Public statement. Does words count? Does it matter? It didn't matter.
Let's talk about solution, because we all know the problems. But what's the solution? Because if you say no strategy, even though the spokesperson for the president was here, Barrister Daniel Bola, of course, vigorously defended the president and the president's policies. Of course, you would say, what do you expect him to do? But my questions are, what should the president have done? What should they have done to resolve this? Because this is security now. Initially we used to think it was far away, but it's on our doorstep now. It's knocking at our doors now. Every Nigerian now knows this insecurity is actually at our doorstep. What should the president have done differently?
Igbos are their problem.
Once you are going on the wrong course, you keep going there until you stop and take stock and redirect at what you are doing. There are not one that no one silver bullet. There are several things.
Yes.
For instance, to know where is bastardized. We have name, we have BVN, we have ID card, all fake. We cannot account for ourselves.
Yeah.
If you are living, your address cannot be pinpointed. We don't know who we are as a country. Everybody can come in to any town, no registration.
Yeah.
You have to have a strict identity registration system to know who is who. You tie it down. That's the first thing that you do as a foundation. That's the foundation to know who is staying within the territory of Nigeria.
So, sorry, Doctor. So, to even tackle insecurity, because before you talk about guns and bullets and arsenal and armory, the first thing is identity. Who is who and where?
What do you do for a living? Once you do that, then all whoever has access to arms. During the regime, Fulanis were carrying AK-47 everywhere. And nothing was done. In fact, the government now said all these people who have guns should surrender it. But the Fulanis, we have to mention their names. It is the only ethnic nation in Nigeria that openly carries AK-47. And they boast about it. And nothing has happened. So all this is foundation. You have to correct, you have to go back. Who is a Fulani? Fulani Nigerian, Fulani adapted, Fulani imported. You have to do an holistic count of who is who and where. That's the fact. If you don't do that, they're just pouring little something. We are not papering over the cracks. Pretensions. And the thing is that since 1999 we have a ritual of coronation. Every 4 years, please just, if it's only 10 million that votes, just vote us in. Validate our position as governor, as president, as senators. And let's continue plundering the system.
Out of 200
so what they want now is just election. Whatever goes, whether it's bad or not, just validate that we are president, we are governor, we are senator, and the same cycle. Without democracy, how can you have 23 million out of 200 million voting, and then you say you have democracy? Nothing up to 10%. In other countries, it will be 51% of registered voters that must vote. Otherwise, you have to do a run.
Yeah.
But here we have no standard. Everything is wrong with our society. Everything is wrong. That is, we have to break Nigeria down.
An obsession state now.
Yeah, anybody.
But sir, the reality, I want us to speak to reality, because our reality now is that 1999 Constitution, identifies Nigeria as one nation. We are all one. Yes, I agree with you in terms of the principle, the theoretical, the thesis that yes, we're different ethnic nationalities. That's true, but we're one nation. Sir, what I want from you? No, we're one country. Yes, we're one country. What I want from you, sir, in the present reality of Nigeria, how do you believe in state police or communist policing? And how should where I'm actually going with this is that the President Tinubu has spent so much. I mean, when he wanted tax reforms, the way he approached it was totally different. Single-minded focus that was unmatched since he came into office. Single-minded focus. Muscled that process through the National Assembly until it was passed. Why has the president not done that for state or community policing?
The president is held hostage to his ambition to realize second term at all costs.
So every campaign was irrelevant.
And he wanted to be in charge of the police. The way Sunday Adewusi was in the police in 1982 under Shagari, when Adewusi would just make an order. In fact, they were equipped that time to subdue any insurgency. The military had to cut them down. So Tinubu doesn't want to give up central control of police towards the next election. That's what he said. Just playing games to say, well, committee. What committee do you need? There is a Motekun that is regional, that has been, the blueprint is there. And it will just replicate it.
There's a Bugagi actually in the southeast. They have a in Borno, I know they have JTF.
So it will be implemented tomorrow. Just make amendments to the Police Council, Police Act, and let 90% of officers and men be drawn from each area. Then you know your way around to protect yourselves. And then people have priorities. In the southwest, every able-bodied man that has a degree or school side will be put into the police force. Amotekun, in fact, the police force of the Yoruba will be Amotekun force. We don't need all the fanciful names. So if you do that, but I wish Tinubu can just say, look, let me just forget about the second term thing. One term is enough. You have made a name. Your photograph is on the wall as president of Nigeria. If you stay 50 years like Abuja, what are you going to achieve? If we had a full force, as you said, implementation of decentralized architecture, not just police again, intelligence, traffic control, road safety, civil defense corps, put everything into basket and into modules, not just police alone. Yeah. Because if you do police, you still have intelligence in Abuja. It's not centralized. You have road safety, not centralized. Vehicle movements, road safety will be centralized too, so that you know how many vehicles in your own territory. Is it not? How many Okada? Okadas are not licensed. Everybody know about Okada on the road, carry people. We are just in a lawless situation because of this Abuja control of everything security. Until we break it down and centralize, and then each region will be able to decide what is good for him or for it or her. But so sad that president is just pretentious. With respect, he's pretentious. He doesn't want to coast through to become second. But he gets second time, what is he going to do with it? The country is gone. Men, they say, so far away. The country will be gone. If something happened to those people in Ogomosho, 1, 2, 3 or more killings, then something bad will happen. I hope Romania will not happen to President Tinubu. If 1 or 2 teachers or 2 or 3 students were killed and thrown to the further and people see it, everybody is mad. In a manner situation, anything can happen. We don't pray for it, but do you work for it? Don't work for it. Prayer is useless. All they can. Why didn't they not go to Gomosho to pray? They should just go to Gomosho and form a ring of prophets and pastors and say, in their government, we have put fire on these people who are old people. Why didn't they do that? They ought to have done that. Instead, they said we should do 3 days prayer. Prayer for what? People are in the bush, no there, nothing. I thought they would go to Gomosho and occupy the forest and invoke all the spirits of their prophetic prayers and flush. But it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. God gave us control of what we are supposed to do. Angels will not come down. No matter how much you do, dry prayer, fasting prayer, white prayer is just pretentious until we are serious. If we are really serious, too much money in the hands of people who have sawdust between their heads. They don't know what to do with it. And I must say with respect, when one person donates 3 billion to launch a book, that means the man is just sitting on money, doesn't know what to do with it. How can you just think of donating 3 billion? You think that money can build 2-3 universities at once? You give it to one man. But what does he want to do with 3 billion at 92? But because this money is just like rainwater, that's it. In other societies, we have to start what happened in Saudi Arabia. 2018, and Saudi Arabia is now on a higher trajectory. You go there to pilgrimage, you will see your time. They are going far. They have been going far for a long time. They gather everybody who appear to be living above their income. No problem. They put them in an hotel in 2018. So stay in this hotel. Whatever money you have, please don't surrender it to the state. If you don't surrender, you won't leave. They give them good treatment. So put all the accommodation, put them in transport. You stay there until you, for years, with BVN, you can know who has what. So we know you have 10 billion. Give us 9.5 out of that 10 billion. Sign it away. If you have 10 houses, keep 2. We need 8 to turn to residential flats nationwide.
Yeah.
Everybody, even the president himself, if you have 2 more, you should surrender it. Too many things have been privatized. The state have been privatized. We don't now make it to be public. All the looting that has, to what end? To what end? To what end? If you don't apply Saudi solution to give confidence to the people who are working daily 9 to 5, that you are living with your mates, anybody who can donate 3 billion, it's obscene. It's obscene. That man should not be proud to be associated with that kind of money. Today, if he were to be Moffetting, he's supposed to transfer all his wealth to the state with immediate effect. Seriously. That's the kind of thing we need to do. We need to do that.
Some would argue that the General He's a businessman. And
which business? He was giving a block. He doesn't know the color of crude oil. Because he planned coup and killed the those days. They rewarded him. In fact, they kept that money on their school account. But once we have not had him say anything. If that money now, if you donate to build a Magdalene schools, if he's a sincere person that say he prays, if somehow he got stolen goods given to him, because he's stealing goods from Nigeria, what strategy did he do to generate 3 billion net? If he got them, you have to have a statement now. Thank you, Danjuma, I appreciate you. This money I gave it back to charity. There will be one foundation to build schools in every central district in the north, to build skill centers. But as usual, Gondon has kept quiet.
You know, this thing this man is saying is real truth. If they can be able to approach this, I think they might have a good country. But the suggestion rather come late, and there's no anybody to implement it. These people are having things they don't even use. Most of them are buying houses that they can't even enter into the houses until the day they payment. Most of them have stashed away funds that are supposed to be used in that zoo they call a country to unknown accounts, and when they die, the countries or the banks where they start this money, they will confiscate it to their own personal use, and that country will be growing while their own country will be languishing in poverty. In every country, in 195 countries of the world, you find out that majority of them have houses and funds in over 100 and something countries, unverified. He is talking about bringing them to Transcorp and keep them. No. What General Rawlings did in Ghana is what these people deserve. In that Transcorp, my brother, light it. Let everybody go and give account of whatever they did. In fact, whatever they hold, we don't want it, because if you collect from them today, tomorrow, their son and their daughters will still come back, because they don't train them on how to siphon public funds. Just like Bola Ahmed Tinubu is jumping up and down with his son. Wike is jumping up and down with his son. Almost all the whole politicians. No any single one. Minus Peter Obi. Yes, Soludo, you cannot count Soludo because Soludo's son is that one is empty brain. That one. So who they bring that one for to come and contest for any election? But all of them, their sons and their daughters have already taken places in government offices, siphoning where their father started or where their father stopped. Then what is the guarantee that these guys, when they assume office tomorrow, they are going to do? They are going to be better than their father. No, whatever snake give birth must surely belong. It can never be like have a hunchback. No, snake will always beget a snake. Let us continue.
Is prayer, but prayer without good works. It's of no effect. It's of no effect. General, go on, please. If you are listening, give this money away. It will be a problem in your family. If you die and the money remains, your family will be scattered. Why not give the money back to the state?
Only if the family
and redeem your name as a praying warrior.
Okay.
As a soft-hearted Jack, the one that we knew, that is so sincere, a young dashing lad that Nigeria married for. Nigeria picked your wife for you, married for you. That's only the day when you got married. You have got so much. Don't keep this money to yourself. Stay example. Say, this money you gave me, I'm giving it out. Others who have money like that, please give it back to Nigeria.
3 billion.
We shouldn't borrow money. When somebody kept 3 billion.
If 3 billion is being shared to, let's say, Nigeria population is 300 million. One person gave 3 billion to go on. Whether it is physical or whether it is not physical or whether it is just for internet purposes. But there's no anyhow this guy who made pledge of 3 billion will not pay half of 3 billion to go on, which is T.Y. Danjuma. Share 3 billion, or rather share 1.5 billion to 300 million Nigerians. Okay, let's say 250 million Nigerians. Take 50 million as politicians, their family members or whatever. My brother, every member of your family is going to receive a share and they will be comfortably rich. 1.5 billion. If you begin to share that money, 1 million up to 250 million, you still have 250 million naira you just give. So 2 million to 250 million Nigerians, you get 500 million spent already. 3 million out of 250 million Nigerians. You have 1 billion naira spent already. 4 million out of that 250 million Nigerians. If I'm not mistaken, please correct me. Maybe the mathematics might be wrong. You have over 1.5 billion, 4 million for each person. For each head out of 250 million Nigerians. One person is going to get 4 million naira. My brother, if you are a businessman, or maybe you don't have anything, you don't even have anything upstairs, but you have you want to do business, and they give you 4 million naira cash now. My brother, in the next 4 years, if you know what you are doing, that 4 million naira is going to multiply times 2 or times 3. If you know what you are doing, that is what they give to one person, and they clap for him. People were there shouting, they clap for him. If they have to squeeze all the whole politicians, get 1 billion naira from each of them. Just don't do the country well. Just give me 1 billion, all of you, and then I'll begin to share it to every head, both small or big. As long if you are 10 in your family, that is your family is going to get 10 million. Okay, let's say each head we collect 1 million. Then if you are 10 in your family, both mama and papa, everybody, you get 10 million. If you are 20, you get 20 million. If you are 5, you get 5 million. Then separate it. Either you give it to one person, let it generate that money. Let it kind of expand the money, and then begin to share to others. You find out that hunger will go, insecurity will go, banditry will go. The country, poverty will go. The country will continue. The last phase before we round up.
Under his that boot, we shouldn't borrow money in the country.
I think that should get to the ears of the men concerned. But Doc, some in the opposition camp, opposition political figures, have accused President Tinubu of being largely disconnected from the present day, the everyday reality of Nigerians, the economic grind, the insecurity that they face every day.
While he was in Jos Airport, he said, I have only 10 minutes and there's no light here, and we have to go. The same man who said, if there is no light in the country,
don't vote for me.
Don't vote for me. And himself confirmed now that there is no light. What about that? His own household
is using solar.
Entirely disconnected from the country.
Okay.
So his wife goes about to invite to donate 1 billion. At least I had him donate 1 billion to AU. Where is his shop? Where is his boutique?
Okay.
Where is he running a bookstore? Mr. President's wife. And this country now is passing out SUV cars to some women in all states. Where is the money from? Is it from his salary? Does he have oil well too?
My brother, I don't want to hear again. I'm done. I'm done. This man have finished matter. If you are still waiting for me to say more, that means you are lying to yourself. Digest this message. Do with it whatever you choose to. I have done with mine what I choose to bring it to you. So please share it. If you don't want to share it, I'm joking. Okay, my people, now we'll take a break. More of the videos is coming your way. The message is already over. So don't think I give you half chop. The message is already over. Share this message.